Hi everybody, this is Serbshare, back another day with another unboxing, and a little bit grumpy as usual. This time it's because I ordered 6 pair of sneakers last weekend. They were all supposed to get here by today, Friday. And I have been sitting at home since Wednesday, waiting for the packages that were supposed to be delivered on Wednesday, and then yesterday, and then today. Used to know that the shoes are probably getting here Monday. So FedEx, really bad job. UPS, really bad job. All of you delivery guys, very bad job. But here we have a new pair of shoes. And I'm just gonna go get something to drink and be right back. Today I have the Air Jordan 4 Retro Fire Red. A pair of shoes that I wasn't going to get because I think that for some reason I don't know why. I think that red and white shoes reminds me of polka dot candy, not polka dot, the polka candy cane, whatever, and I don't like that. Um, I like the way the sneakers look, but on foot I think they're really boring. Like the Carmine Sixes are really cool retro shoe that are going to be released next year. But on foot it looks like a clown shoe. And the Air Jordan 4 Fire Red that we're going to see now is a nice shoe that I recommend to other people because of the look. It is a shoe that are more casual and more grown up than the Cement 4. So it's a good everyday shoe, but a bit boring. So for that reason, I wasn't going to buy them. And then they were shock dropped, and everybody that got the shock drop shoes said that they were really terrible in quality, like worse than B grade. So for that reason, I wasn't going to get them. And then when the day came close, we saw that everybody was going to sell these shoes, even Zalando. I think we have that in all Europe, I don't know, but it's a very big retailer for everything, and they have never ever, as far as I know, sold any retro Jordans before. Man, these are bad. So when Zalando was going to get them, then I thought even more that they are producing a lot of numbers of these shoes, and they usually do that with the December release, which is good because I think that everybody that wants a shoe should be able to buy it. So last year we got the Bread 11s, I think, that were released in a lot of numbers, and the year before that, I don't know. So it's a good thing that they released them in a lot of quantities. But that is also a hint that the quality is going to be bad. So for that reason, I wasn't going to get them. So now I have 3 reasons not to buy them. But the day came, I was trying to get, there's something here that bothers me, and I'm going to show you that soon. I was trying to get Nike Air Max 3 infrared, and they were harder to get than I expected, and I'm going to get to that with that video. So then I thought, I might as well get these as well, and I didn't get them from the sneakers app or the Nike website. And when I didn't get them, that annoyed me. So now I really want them. But Foot Locker had them, and this is the first time that I order. Not the first time, but first time in a very long while that I ordered from the Swedish Foot Locker store. And here we have the shoes. And just as expected. The leather is hard. Not the hard kind of pleather that we have like on the your basic general Air Force One that people actually say are better today, but like they were 2 years ago. You can even hear the crunchiness of the leather, but they are not bad. And people say that they are just as bad as the latest Cement 4, and the latest Cement 4 aren't bad at all. Not at all. So I don't know why people complain about that. These are nice. And I've noticed a lot of times that in general, people want this hard kind of leather because they don't want creases. Soft leather are more or less creased just as soon as you take them out the box and look at them. And I don't mind that at all, because the Air Jordan 4 in general is that kind of shoe that looks nice even when it's beaten up. So I would like to say that the leather isn't terrible. Could be worse, but it's not great. It's not soft. The shoes should be cheaper, and the Zalando site were actually like 20 to 25 euros cheaper, and so that price was good. But the Zalando site, all the shoes in all sizes were sold out 1 minute before the release. So these shoes are released in many numbers. They shouldn't have any high resale value, and the quality isn't great. But so this is my reason for buying them. This is the first time we see this shoe like this with the Nike Air logo since they were first released in 1989. That's one reason to buy them. We haven't seen them in, of course, they're 1 year, but still, you get my point. And we got them in 2012 with even worse leather, with the Jordan Jumpman logo. And I don't mind that. I really don't mind the Jumpman logo. It's just that a couple of years there, between like 12 and 13 was the worst, but even 2011 was okay. But 2014 was, the shoes with the Jumpman logo was kind of bad. So that's why we older sneakerhead prefer the Nike Air logo, because Nike Air logo on a retro shoe means that it's retro mastered. It means that it's supposed to be like it was when it were first released. But these are not. I think the red could be more red, but it's much more red than it was in the pictures, because in the picture it looked like the old black infrared 6s, almost pinkish. So the red is nice, and they're gonna look good on foot, but I'm gonna show you the flaws that bothers me on this shoe. And then I have sort of new motivation to buy sneakers, because every year around the winter, I feel like I'm not going to buy any more shoes that I don't really want. Because every time around this year, when I don't have any room anymore in the kitchen for new sneakers, and now I don't even have any room anymore in the bedroom or the living room or in the storage. So I'm gonna throw them out in the balcony again. Never mind. So every time around this year, I feel that I buy too many sneakers that I don't wear. And even if I am okay with buying sneakers that I'm only going to wear once, I should buy sneakers that I really want. So the deep blue or deep blue, I think, Air Jordan 4 that are releasing tomorrow are kind of cool, but the price is too high, 240 euros for some reason, I don't know why. And they are unmatching, but still a bit boring. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy them or not. But back to this shoe. So the main reason why I bought it is because my motivation for buying sneakers at the moment is that I want the first 3 OG releases of every Air Jordan. and now I have them off the floor because the first shoe was white cement, and then we have the breads, and then we have these. These were the first 3 Air Jordan 4 that was ever released, the OG colorways, with the Nike Air logo, of course. And a couple of years ago, it was released, the Spike Lee joint. I don't remember what the occasion were for those. I really don't remember. But we have Spike Lee face on the outside. Those are cool. Those are limited. Those are expensive. But these look just the same. I don't know about the quality of those shoes, but I hope they are better than these. But before I complain even more, I'm going to show you the flaw, and most important, how are they on foot? Because the Bread Force that were released, I don't know, was it this year, last year? They are terrible in size, and they are very hard, very stiff, very uncomfortable, and most of the Air Jordan 4s hurt my big toe when I walk, just like the Air Force One. And I really love the Air Force One, but they hurt my big toes because the leather cuts in just on my toe. So when the leather isn't super soft, it's kind of uncomfortable. But a clean looking shoe, a very nice retro shoe, a shoe that are available or was available in large numbers. They did sell out. I didn't think they were going to sell out. And we don't know if Nike did that just to re-release them later, just to make some hype. But they did sell out. But try not to pay resale for them. They are not worth resale. But a nice retro shoe, nice daily beater, a shoe that can take some beating and still look good on foot. But first, the flaws. I don't know, I had kind of bad lighting, but do you see this? It's yeah, now you see it. It looks like the shoes have been painted and fixed afterwards. So here I have been some quite hard scratches. Sorry. Quite some hard scratches, and then I have painted it over. So, and we have some paint residue here, some glue residue. Once again, sorry for the bad lighting. But they absolutely look a lot better than the shock drop sneakers. Some creases, but that's okay. This one is better. As usual, we used to say that one side of the pair, or the left side or right side, I don't remember, is usually better than the other one. So we don't know if the team that work on the right shoe is partying harder than the team that are working on the left shoe. But that's pretty common. We can even see on some sneakers that the print, there was one sneaker, what was that? With alligator print, where the left shoe had alligator print and the right shoe had almost none at all. I don't remember what shoe that was, but it's 4 or 5 years ago. But to the most important question, how do they feel on foot? Are they true to size? Let me put on some slim socks and try them on. You that have seen my videos before, which is literally only 4% of you, know that I usually don't remove the factory knot. But the Air Jordan 4 are quite narrow in size, so I usually need to untie them all the way before forcing my feet in them. And what I mean with thin socks, I don't mean the dress socks. Sorry, the socks, the thin socks that you have when you wear dress shoes to a suit. what I mean is that I usually wear thicker socks, like Jordan Elite socks. And as I expected, they are narrow. The length is true to size. Maybe even a bit. No, they are true to size. In length, they are true to size, and they are a bit narrow for me, which should mean that they are also true to size in the width, because I have wide feet. Let me untie them a bit more because they are very narrow. But with the Air Jordan 4, you shouldn't go up a size, because if you have large feet like me, I'm a US 12. The US 13, they don't look right. It looks like the shoe is like a US 12, and then they have used straight, like, put the toe box longer. So they look kind of odd. And as I said, in length, they are true to size. They are a bit narrow, but that is normal for the Air Jordan 4. So these are absolutely true to size. So a bit uncomfortable. For me, they are narrow. Here, all the shoes are narrow, but also on that side. So when a shoe is narrow for me, is that side and that side. That side is normal. But they do look good. They do. As I said, it's a classic shoe. It's a nice retro shoe. You can wear it daily. You can beat it. You should be able to buy it, not for too much resale. Price bump, whatever it's called. So yeah, I don't regret buying them. They're cool. They look good. They do. Not too much red and white communist candy over them. But they are actually like the... I'm talking too much as usual. The Air Jordan 4 is usually a bit more narrow than, let's say, the 6s or the 5s. So they are true to size for a Air Jordan 4. So it all depends what you are comparing to. So in general, the Air Jordan 4, it's a bit more narrow than your other Air Jordan retro shoes. Used to be clear. So if you have another pair of Air Jordan 4 and you're comparing to them, go true to size. If you have very wide feet, try half a size bigger, but they are not as bad as the Air Jordan 4 Bread, and they are a little bit more narrow than than the latest Cement 4. So just in between. I'm gonna try to loosen up the laces there even more, and wear some thick socks, wear them indoors, try to make them a bit wider. Thanks for watching. I hope you like my boring reviews where I'm talking about why I shouldn't buy a pair of shoes and then talking about why I still bought them. Cool shoes. Now on to the next video.